We're at it again. Box 27, episode 20 of this nickel hunt and album fill. Hey everybody, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and it is getting even more difficult for me to find some circulated nickel boxes. I went to 4 banks today and picked up 5 boxes of nickels, and only one is going to be a circulated box to hunt. I've been trying to do 2 boxes now that the album is getting more and more filled, and it's going to be tougher to find upgrades and or additions, but I had to throw in the towel and just go with a 1-box hunt this time, box 27. Like I said, I did pop the top, and thankfully, I see my fair share of circulated nickels, and I think I see a couple of newer models in there as well, but that's okay. We expect to see those, especially with as many uncirculated nickel boxes as I'm seeing in my area lately. Now, if you've missed the first 19 episodes and you're not caught up, I highly recommend before watching this video to check out the playlist that I have linked down below and above here to get caught up so that you don't know where we're at on this hunt today. Now, if you are caught up, you'll recall that we are down to the last 6 nickel spots in this album. We have 3 key dates to find, a 38S, a 39S, and a 50D. We have the semi-key date 55P, which I'm hoping is in box 27, and just 2 more war nickels to get. Now, of course, I'll be looking for upgrades for some of these older nickels that are not in great shape, but this album is full of a lot of nice nickels, and so it's going to be more tough to upgrade them as we hunt. Now that we've caught you up on that, now that you guys know where we're at, let's get this hunt started. Of course, I'll be using my nickel coin hunt mat and my microscope to check for any of the varieties, key dates, semi-key dates, you name it. Of course, we'll also be on the lookout for any low mintage 09s and any proofs or foreign coins. Roll 1, 6 spots left. Will we fill a spot or at least find some silver for the 2021 silver jar? Let's find out. Well, that was quick. Roll number 1 of the box, and it's going to start us off with an older Jefferson, and it doesn't look that bad. That's a pretty nice 1941. 1941 Philadelphia in decent shape. We don't need a 41, but that might upgrade a spot in the album. Roll number 3, and it was an ender, and it looked old, but I wasn't sure. Could have been a 64, but it ends up being a 1954 with the ring of death from being the ender. And it's a 54 Denver. 54D, 54 Denver. We'll take it. 2 finds. We're on roll 3. Roll number 4, another Jefferson. 1958 Denver. Roll number 7 is going to yield a 40s nickel, and it's a 49 Philadelphia. Roll number 14, and we're going to have a 50s nickel, and it looks like a pretty nice 1952 with some luster on it. 1952 Denver. I know these go for a little bit more in better condition, but this one's not that bad. And matter of fact, looking at my book, it could possibly upgrade the 52D that's in there with some marking on it. So worst case is we might have an upgrade. We'll have to see, but I'll take a 52D in that condition all day. Roll number 19, and we have another find here. It looks like another 40s Jefferson nickel, 1941 Philadelphia. Same roll with just a few coins behind reverse facing. Flipped it. It's a 1946 Philadelphia as well. Roll number 24, and we're going to have another 50s nickel, and it's the same year as the one we found earlier. 1952 Philadelphia this time. Same roll, we just found another 50s nickel. 1958 Denver. Roll number 26. Got a 47 Jefferson, minted in San Francisco. 47S, 1 year off being a semi-key date. 48S. Same roll, and we've got a 1940 Philadelphia. That's the oldest of the box so far. Roll number 30, another 40s nickel. 1946, Philadelphia. Roll 35, and we've got another 1954, and this one's minted in Denver. Roll 42, and we will not go quietly into the night because we are in the land of the Buffaloes. At least one Buffalo, I should say, and there is no mint mark on this one, but it's in decent enough shape. It might be in the 30s, maybe the 20s if there's a date. And there is 1935 Buffalo nickel found in the box. And I know it's not a find for the album, but I'll tell you, nothing gets me more excited in general than finding Buffalo nickels in my box. One Buffalo nickel, no silver nickels, nothing for the album yet. Well, we hunted box 27 of the series, and I'll tell you, it's a really light box. We have 13 Jefferson nickels that were 1958 and older because we didn't find any 59s, 57, 56, 55s. And if we don't find 55s even from Denver, it'll be a while before we fill that spot. We got a handful in the 40s, nothing in the 30s. We got one 2009. We got the Buffalo nickel. We got the smiley face as well. And we got 3 possible upgraders. At the end of the day, I don't know if we're going to do much upgrading. Maybe 1 or 2 of those and possibly that 52 Denver we found earlier. I'm not sure, but let me go ahead and see if we have anything to add to the album and bring you back in for some final thoughts and a final look at it. Well, I compared all the nickels and we only have 2 upgrades. That 52D definitely upgrades the one in the album. Better luster, more hair detail. Definitely going to add that one. And we knew it as well, that 41P definitely upgrades the one in the album as well. So even though we're not going to fill any spots and we will be stuck at 132 of the 138 spots filled, we will upgrade 2 older Jeffersons, and that makes me happy. Let me plug them in and I'll be right back. We've plugged in the nickels. The album is now slightly better than it was before the hunt, but that is why I wanted 2 boxes. I know it's going to be more and more difficult to fill any spots, and it's going to take a couple of boxes per hunt if we're going to get anywhere. I might do 1 more nickel box to make it 28 an even number. That way we can stay on even numbers for future hunts. Or if I can score 2 boxes, we'll do another 2-box hunt. Either way, no spots filled, only 2 upgrades. That's coin roll hunting. We're still getting closer, and at worst case, we're upgrading the album. If you enjoyed this 1-box nickel hunt, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching. I know you're hungry, 2021 silver jar, but I didn't find any silver in this hunt. I did find this smiley face. Will this one make you happy? I guess not.